related to Lebowski. It feels like a Lebowski type film. In part because, you know, it's the character that Joaquin Phoenix plays is sort of almost dresses like Lebowski in terms of like he's Lebowski in a previous era that Lebowski is stuck in. He's the, you know,
yes, exactly.
And he inhabits that sort of hippie character.
Exactly. And he's like overtly this kind of burnout hippie, overt stoner drug guy that Marlowe is too early. That's why that's so interesting that the Marlowe character in the Altman version of it is that he's really out of time because he wears that suit, right? You never see him in anything, in any scene, anything.
The
other
guy who's
than
out of
that
time
suit.
in Inherent Vice is Bigfoot Bjornson, played by Josh Brolin. He's in the suit. He's the guy that, like, with the flat top. He's like fucking from the 50s.
Yes,
like, Joaquin Phoenix is not out of time. He's like kind of inhabiting the time.
Absolutely. Yeah. And Bigfoot, I will point out, like Marlowe being out of time, is the one who gets betrayed and doesn't understand that he's been betrayed until the very end.
That's right.
Right? That like that thing you brought up with the Prussia, right? That there's a
it's
long,
a great line.
It's actually one of the greatest plot maneuvers there is, where you're like, oh shit, that Bigfoot is in something that he doesn't even understand happened to him.
Yes, and it's so there's a great voiceover by Joanna Newsom in this film. And she's I think I said, like, she's like the soul of the film in a lot of ways. She's such a fantastic character. And in terms of like her actually showing up as a character in the film, she's not in it much.
No,
but her voiceover gives it really captures the tone of the book, which is this sort of like feeling that there's like this Illuminati, almost like you know, that she talks about like the feeling of like intuition and ESP, and if you've done enough acid in Los Angeles, you develop a sort of power. And there's almost like this kind of like occult thing running through that captures the 70s really, really well. They do the Ouija board and everything like that.
Yeah, there's a kind of undercurrent that we could that's like the progression from the 60s. What's the magic that we could and it changes from the like the Flower Child version of it, of like at least the media version of the 60s, to scare much
the
scarier.
Philip K. Dick, you know, like, oh shit, like this is actually real, and
like,
now it's controlled by figures like you know, COINTELPRO and the CIA, and like, you know, FBI, who we see in this film. But what I was going to say about Bjornson, which I thought is an amazing part of this plot, is that he finds out that that Adrian Prussia, this figure that's like a sort of high level figure within the LAPD, not only has been assassinating enemies of the LAPD for years, but actually killed his partner. Yeah. And so, in other words, the LAPD is killing each other too. Right. Power. It functions exactly like a gang.
Right.
And what Joanna Newsom's voiceover says is, Joaquin Phoenix's character Doc Sportello was even shocked to find this out.
Yes.
Because it was the one if there was only one element he ever respected about the LAPD, it was about that communal brotherhood that they had, despite the fact that they were vicious killers and thugs and like connected to the worst power in the city. He respected that they held together these bonds, but this Adrian Prussia sort of gave the lie to the whole thing, and that they're the most powerful people in the LAPD were willing to execute and assassinate each other and their own officers and own administrators in order to maintain the like cabal of power within that organization.